Are you a new copywriter looking to make $5 to $10,000 online from your laptop? Well, that's going to be really difficult if you don't know how to hook people. My name is Brandon Story, and I've been a six-figure copywriter for the past 6 years. I've earned over $570,000 with the written word. That's profit that I've taken home in my bank account, and I've got plenty of tips to share with you. So if you are a new copywriter, but you are struggling to stare at a blank page and fill that blank page with words, I've got one sneaky little secret for you. This is the easiest way to hook people. If you don't know how to hook people, if you don't know how to get their attention, you don't know how to capture attention, you don't know how to pull people into your copywriting, then it doesn't matter what you say after that because your headline is the most important part of your copy. Your hook is the most important part of your copy. So if you don't know how to hook people, you're screwed and your copy, it's a waste of time. So this is the simplest, easiest fallback way to hook someone every single time. And so let me ask you this. If you are in a crowded area, you're in the middle of a big city, there's hundreds of people around here walking by, what's the best way somebody's going to get your attention? Just think about this. It's loud. There's hundreds of people walking by you, and somebody needs to get your attention because something important is going on. What is the best thing they could say to you? The best thing they could say to you to make you turn around instantly, one word, your name. If someone calls your name, my name's Brandon. So if I'm in a crowded area, there's hundreds of people around, and someone says, "Hey, Brandon," and yells my name, even if it's loud where I am, but I hear my name, I am instantly going to stop and I'm going to turn and look and see who's calling my name. Why? Because I associate me and my identity with that name, the name that my parents gave me when I was born. So you don't always have that when you're writing copy online. Sure, when you're writing emails, you could use personalization and someone's first name. If you have that data, you could use it. But in most pieces of copy that you're going to write as a copywriter, you don't always have someone's name to call them out. So what's the next best thing you could do? The next best thing you do is talk about something else that somebody associates with as part of their identity. You want to use a different kind of call out. So what kind of call outs can you use? First kind of call you can use is the group that they associate with. So for instance, look at how I started. If you rewind and look at how I started this video, what did I say? I said, "Are you a new copywriter?" So I just spoke to you in something you identify with. And so that is one of the best ways you can get people's attention. So calling out someone's identity, that's the first thing. And you can literally start the piece of copy, any piece of copy, by asking that question. Are you a fill in the blank with the identity? Are you a new mom? Are you a middle aged man looking to lose weight? Are you a school teacher? Are you a finance bro? Like whatever the person identifies with someone's title, with their identity group, use that and literally start your hook with, are you a group name, identity? Easiest way to start any piece of copy. The second thing you can do is not talk about their identity, but talk about the thing they want or the problem they deal with. So let's dive up to one. So this is I'm actually inside of this crazy awesome resource that I have for free. I call it the $2 billion copywriting sweat file. I have over 73 of the best sales letters and ads of all time, like classic ones. I'll put a link below so you guys can download it. This is the easiest thing to reference if you want to study copy, if you want to hand copy sales letters and ads and get better. I did this every day when I was a brand new copywriter. It helped me get to my first client in 6 weeks, first $5,000 month in 7 months, first $9,000 month in 12 months. So I'll link to this free guide below. You can download it. Okay, so check this out. Look at this guy, John Caples. He's one of the OGs, one of the greatest copywriters of all time. Look at his headline. Look at this. This is one of the greatest ads. Look at the headline. What does the headline say? To men who want to quit work someday. So this guy's using the most simple call out to men who want to quit work someday. Like it's so simple, but why did he use this? Clearly it works really well. Why? Because you're immediately saying, "Hey, is this something you want? If so, keep reading." let's go look at another one. There's one by here's one that John Carlton uses. So he doesn't talk about an identity group, but what does he do? He talks about the thing that someone wants. He's talking to golfers. So he says, "Do you want to slash strokes from your game almost overnight?" So he's calling out a desire. Do you want to do this? Notice how it's a question. So the question format, it works so well. Let's go up to who's got some good ones. Claude Hopkins. Look at this. Look how clear this is. To housewives who buy condensed milk. Like you don't need to be super fancy and come up with the next big idea, crazy whole thing, Don Draper, and take months and weeks to come up with some, the right kind of copy. Just write clear copy and be direct with who you're targeting, and then give them what they want. Look at this. Claude Hopkins, he wrote Scientific Advertising. Go get that book. Read that book. To housewives who buy condensed milk. Like, this couldn't be more direct and clear. Guess whose attention this is going to get? Is this going to get middle-aged men who like to buy meat and ham and beef? No. But if you're a housewife and you buy condensed milk, which this was probably like in the, I don't know what, the 20s or 30s or something, it, like, if that's you, if you're a housewife and you buy this ad might get ignored by 99% of people. But if you are a housewife who buys condensed milk and you see this ad, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm a housewife who buys condensed milk. And then you're gonna keep reading. Condensed milk is wasteful. What? Right? First thing, what? Look at this. To open-minded women and the men they like to please. Another one. I think he does one more. Where is it? Anyways, there's a bunch here, but there's so many where it's like, it's just so, if you just are so direct in who you call out. Gary Halbert does one right here. So he doesn't actually use an identity call out, but what he says is he just asks people the thing they want. Need some fast cash? Try this. Think of that call out, how simple that hook is. Do you need some fast cash? Try this. So anybody who needs some fast cash, they read this, they're probably going to read the headline, the main headline, and then they're probably going to keep reading this whole sales letter, and they're probably going to do his call to action and get that. So that is the simplest way to start any piece of copy. If you are ever stuck with a blank page, you're like, I don't even know how to start this piece of copy. The easiest fallback, use a call out. Literally start with a question. Are you a, insert the identity for the audience you're talking to. Are you a whatever? And where do you go from there? Well, you could easily go into problem, agitate, solution, PAS, copywriting framework. Are you a, so let's go after this one. Are you a, we'll just say middle-aged dude, but you're struggling to, make money? Are you finding that you are struggling to make ends meet? You're living paycheck to paycheck. You often find yourself like worrying and struggling about like paying your bills on time and paying your rent. XYZ. Well, if you don't deal with that, like that could be like financial trouble, loss, even jail time. Well, thankfully, there's a way you can make maximum money in minimum time. And here's a little story on how I did this in just 6 weeks and made $5,000 or whatever. Right? Problem, agitate, solution. So if you're ever unsure, use a call out as a hook. Call out an identity group, or call out the desire, or call out the problem. Are you this kind of person? Are you dealing with this problem? Do you want this desire? That is the easiest way to start any piece of copy. If you're ever unsure of how to hook people, if you're ever unsure of what's going to get attention, if you're ever unsure of what do I write first on this piece of copy that I'm writing, use that as a hook. Works every time. If you want more tips, go click on the next video, subscribe, leave a comment below. Helps juice up the algorithm, all the things, and follow me for more tips on building a $5,000 to $10,000 a month copywriting business. Thank you.